Weather forecasting. 1. The old adage red sky at night, sailor's delight, red sky in morning, sailor's warning encapsulates the dominant form of weather forecasting prior to the advent of modern methods. Such received wisdom, or weather lore, represented little more than a haphazard collection of proverbs derived from stories of personal experience. Although the accuracy of these sayings was not very high, their core element of utilizing observed information as a basis for prediction is still an essential part of contemporary weather forecasting. 2. The modern science of meteorology traces its roots to the invention of the telegraph, as this technology made the rapid exchange of local observations between distant stations possible for the first time. The subsequent development of synoptic charts, which use a complex symbology for weather-related phenomena and make use of tools like isobars and isotherms, allowed an array of data to be consolidated to create a coherent layout depicting the patterns of wind, pressure, temperature, and precipitation for a large geographic area at a specific time. Although this represented an important breakthrough in the field, it was not until the middle of the 20th century that forecasters began to develop a comprehensive understanding of global climate dynamics with some degree of precision. As new technologies and methods became available to meteorologists, their ability to collect data, create exact models of current conditions, and predict the development of weather patterns expanded. 3. In order to accumulate the vast volumes of data required to create an accurate picture of the weather, contemporary meteorologists employ a wide range of devices. One of the longest-serving and most frequently used mechanisms for measuring specific upper atmospheric conditions is the helium-filled weather balloon. Attached to each balloon is a device known as a radiosonde, which transmits information about temperature, barometric pressure, and relative humidity to weather stations. Radiosondes may also be affixed with various types of apparatus to measure ozone levels. Balloons are launched and tracked by radar, which makes it possible for scientists to calculate wind speeds at different altitudes up to 40 kilometers above the Earth's surface, greatly expanding the information available for analysis. However, the ability to collect data over a wide area is hampered because a typical launch lasts only a couple of hours and covers an equivalent ground distance of no more than 200 kilometers. For the application of space and military research satellites to meteorological tasks during the second half of the 20th century provided a complement to the information furnished by weather balloons and enabled scientists to gather data for the first time about entire weather systems forming over the planet's surface. Satellites situated over the poles and over the equator, geostationary, are capable of transmitting thermal or infrared images of any spot on Earth to weather stations. Satellites are also used to monitor the hole in the ozone layer over Antarctica and are even well equipped to provide localized data, such as visual information related to forest fires, urban smog, or the height of oceanic waves, all in high resolution. The combined use of tools like weather balloons and meteorological satellites makes it possible to formulate a comprehensive view of the global atmospheric situation. 5. Such improvements in data collection capacity coincided with the development of the computer, a technology that has had great significance in the field of weather modeling. Much like synoptic charts, computers make use of the data collected from all sources to create a simulated image of current conditions. Unlike charts, however, computers can be used along with animation software and satellite imagery to visually demonstrate the actual movement of weather systems, such as the circular rotation of hurricanes or the convergence of large air masses. Perhaps the best example is the NEC Earth Simulator, a Japanese supercomputer designed to create a virtual Earth that is identical to the original in nearly every way. Information from satellites, radiosondes, and weather stations around the planet is continually input into the simulator, ensuring that computer models reflect recent changes to match immediate global. 6. Regardless of the accuracy of computer models with respect to the state of the atmosphere, they would be of limited value without some means to estimate future weather patterns based on the information. To achieve this, meteorologists attempt to represent the physical dynamics of the atmosphere with mathematical equations that can be processed as algorithms by supercomputers. A process known as numerical weather prediction. Once an initial atmospheric state is calculated and its boundary conditions set, additional states may be enumerated indefinitely. The rate of change, or time steps, between different states is then considered and approximations of future states can be projected. NWP methodology allows meteorologists to generate reasonably accurate short, mid, and long-range projections about future weather patterns. In the case of the NEC Earth Simulator, similar methods have been used to determine potential global climatic changes over the course of several decades. 7. However, despite the increased role of technology in the field of meteorology, human forecasters still play a significant role. Of utmost importance is the fact that the information produced by the computer simulation must be interpreted and presented in such a manner that it may be used in the wide range of human activities that depend on such forecasts.